Yo, what's up, baby? What's up? I'm gonna start up real quick and then we're gonna have a little chat. Baby? What's up? Just technical errors. We're gonna have a little chat. It's not a stream. This is for. I should have just recorded the video and just have people leave their comments. But I want to make it an open chat. People can comment. I'll reply. You know. But it's as the name says, martial laws court defense, district attorney, because I haven't seen a lot of laws players. Yeah, open discussion, open discussion. I haven't seen. Can you hear me? I haven't seen a lot of law players come out in his defense. Last time I heard a defense was Rip said something. Rip said that don't listen to people who aren't lawmains because of their bias or their lack of knowledge when it comes to this character, right? The reason why I made this video, and this is actually gonna hurt me more than it might hurt that person that I'm technically responding to, because I met the person back in the day. And what's up, baby? What's up, KW? Back in the day, and you know, later on when we got older, right? I hold the guy, and when it comes to his Tekken skills, because I always watch him for fundamentals. That's how I got a lot of my fundamentals from, by watching this particular Tekken player, and he's in the East Coast. He's in the East Coast. But now, if he was just the one that said it, I wouldn't be too bothered. But the insanity behind the insult when it comes to martial law, I honestly, I'm beginning to think that it's getting out of hand, and more people need to come to his defense. And you might think I'm exaggerating, right? And because I've been using law for, yeah, drop a like. Yeah, I'll watch it. Yeah, no problem, bro. Whenever. You might think that I'm exaggerating, but even at his level, remember this guy was champion several times. So even as a Tekken champion, right? There are. What's up, Ahmed? How you doing? There are factual errors even at. So can you imagine those people who weren't champions, people that aren't champions that are talking? Remember, this guy is a champion, and I used to watch him from a distance as he was killing everybody. But even in his championship skill level, he still made errors. And I watch him for fundamentals, not because I want to use his character. His fundamentals are awesome. If you watch him Use him. Use. So, Six God, what's up, baby? So today I was watching him live because I'm subscribed to his page, to his channel, and I sometimes I pop in there to watch his fundamentals. I like them, right? But he made an error, and what's actually the insanity behind it, that his followers, right, agreed with the error, and some of them try to, one of them tried to like attack me when I stated the obvious, right? But we didn't talk shit to each other because I think he knows me and I know him. We haven't met in a long time, but we just that we've played in person many times, and even at his championship standard, that goes to show you that even the pros are not beyond reproach. They tend to walk around that like they can never be corrected, which then, you know, uh, I tend to look at you with a side eye, like, I mean, I might start mistreating you if you, no matter how big you are, right? You shouldn't come off as condescending. A lot of professionals and content creators, they get really big and they come off as condescending, like they're fucking, like, you have to understand this is a video game, right? So you can't think that you're the bee's knees in a video game, right? It's not like you're a pro boxer or world championship boxer or famous musician or artist. You don't have a hit record out. You don't have any, what I mean, like invention or famous engineer or even the president of the United States. Those guys can they could be a little cocky because they've achieved. But if you achieve something in Tekken, it's a video game, dude. But a lot of content creators, they confuse video game reality with reality, so they may come off as condescending. But I digress, right? I try to be as easy as possible until I get mad. When I get annoyed, then that's a problem. So, uh, with the title, Law's Defense, Martial Law's Defense. Right, Martial Law's Defense. So, I'm in his live stream, I'm watching, I'm learning, down for it. And I don't want to say his name because he would take it the wrong way. But he was champion. He was. Several times here in the East Coast and around the world. This guy was champion. He's one of the guys that I look up to. And that's the problem. When you call somebody out, there's drama. And there's so much fucking drama in the Tekken community that people feed from that stuff. I don't like that stuff. I like to make my videos from a Bruce Lee angle, from an old, how old school fun, Enter the Dragon shit. Like, I like making from that angle. I don't like dealing with the drama. But the insult towards Law is getting out of control. I think now it needs to be contained somehow. Because every time you watch a video, people complain about Tekken. And they say, oh, this character is wrong. This is so. They bring in martial law. And then I can't for the life of me fucking understand where that's coming from. Do you understand? I'm actually literally confused about that, because if I stare at Lydia or Zafina, and I stare at Law, and I stare at Lydia, I stare at Zafina, I stare at Lydia, I stare at Zafina, and I stare at Law, I'm like, where is this? And you're fighting. Remember the girls? The last time I was playing rank, it was all girls that I played. I can understand. Do you know what it is? Like, because a lot of people were low-key hating on Bruce Lee when he was alive. Hence, that's why I use Law. Like, I don't use Law because I'm trying to destroy everybody. For me, this is strictly a Bruce Lee thing and an old school kind of guy thing. That's why I use Law. Straight out of a comic book. Bruce Lee and the sound on Brandon Lee. That's why I use him. I don't use him to kill everybody out here. I will though if I have to, right? So I can understand, like, Bruce Lee was the guy in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. That's where you got the blood sports. Even Van Damme said it. So I'm not understanding where this hateful Law is coming from. Like, people acting like Law himself is supposed to be a joke. Do you know what he represents as a character? Like Fei Long. Fei Long has been deleted from Street Fighter. Deleted. You don't see Fei Long anymore, right? I think maybe there might be a lot of hate there, but from Liu Kang to Martial Law and Fei Long, they're cloned completely out of the dead man's legacy, Lee's legacy, Bruce Lee. They're coming purely out of his legacy. So Lee was loved, especially later on in his life. You know, especially with black folks now, we always watch Bruce Lee movies. So I can't fucking understand what the pure hate for law. I don't understand where this is coming from. Is it because now his moves are easy and a lot of people have access to him, or it's just that like, is there some kind of deep rooted hate for this character? I get to the point. So I was in his live stream and he was talking to his subscribers and his fans. Do you know what he said? He said Law is OD and he's so safe. Law, he was like, Law Dragunov and da 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 da, they're so safe. Law has safe lows. He says Law has a lot of safe lows. And you know what this man said? This man said Law's down back 3 is safe. When you block it, it's safe. That's what he said. So I'm watching his live stream. I was like, my man, like now, bro, stop bothering me. I was like, my man, Law's down back 3 is negative 13. He had to double back and correct it. And his fans started dishing out. Yeah, that's what he said. I don't want to mention his name because it's going to cause beef, rift between both of them. Because I was just in his live. I was there. And he, yeah, not low launchers, safe lows in general. This man, if I mention his name, you can go to his live and watch it. You would have to rewind it because I didn't clip it, right? I could have clipped it, but this would have caused a hard beef because everybody in Tekken is always beefing and complaining. This is a champion. This guy said, see, main man, I can mention him now because bro, see, that's a clue. If I told you who he mains now, you see, this is a problem. That's the problem. It's not, he doesn't main Kazuya. I don't give a shit about TMM, you know what I mean? I think that his hate on Law, like, it's out of control now. So I mean, the dude doesn't, when he comes to Law, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And he can clip this or whatever, and we can go into the debate. So I'm saying, I'm not gonna do a ratchet debate. But this recent live that I was in, watching, learning fundamentals, this man said that Law has safe lows. He said so. Like, he compared Law to Dragunov in safety when it comes to lows, right? So what I've done here, light skin, yeah, light skin. You see, you're gonna get me in trouble now. You see, you'll get me in trouble with talking like that, asking me that kind of question. You will get me in trouble. You will get me in trouble. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to beef with him. There are people in his channel that antagonize him, and I don't want to be one of those that antagonize him. You know what I'm saying? Because I have such a high respect for him, especially when I watch him display fundamentals and when he used to win championship matches back then. He's the only one I know since. Yes, you know, you might be spot on there. You might be, yeah, OD. You might be spot on there. You see what I'm saying? But I have recorded several lows. I went down the list and recorded all the lows, at least 8 lows, and I'm gonna record more so it can be shown on live television. Joint, yeah, it can be exactly joint. So it can be shown on live television that even at the championship level, when it comes to these pros, the mental fuckery, what the misinformation that they can dish out when it comes to other characters. Hence, I tend not to complain about other characters too much. You know, when I'm playing the game, I'm like, oh my god, this movie's crazy. So I recorded several moves here, so we can start from move number 1. There's a move here, right? You guys can watch, right? Move number 1, which is yeah, he says Law's lows are safe. He compared it to safety of Dragunov, and I was there live. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Of course, I didn't want to spaz out because I have respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have respect for him. So, you know, the skill. I don't know about, you know, sometimes he can come off as standoffish, but when I'm watching his skill displayed on television, I have a lot of respect for that. You see, we can start from down back 3. What's down back 3? So I'm asking Kazuya now because I want my friend here Kazuya to display the. Now not everyone can do what Kazuya can do, right? So what is down back 3? Down back 3 is -13. And Kazuya can launch it. That's one low. If you did that to a law player, the law player will knock you down. It becomes a knockdown when law responds. Kazuya, it's a launcher. That's -13 as a low. So that's one. Let's go to the next one. All you have to do is do that. Down 4. What's down 4? Check down 4. -11. Is that safe? Punish. Punish. Even at the championship level, even at his level of being a champion, several times, he stated live that law has safe lows. Which means if you duck and you're unsure, law eats this. That's not safe. Let's go to the next one. Low number 3, Exhibit C. That's a big one. Because players beat him like London and Dante, and I guess he locked in. I think you might be right. Damn. Yeah, he does. While rising 11 frame, that hits hard. Look at this low. This is abundant. This is -26 on whiff. If he whiffs this is not even a problem. Law has to whiff once, and he eats that. Because I have to make this video to defend this character, because the moronic hate and probably borderline racism. I think maybe Ninja Killer is making people crazy out here, because he seems to be beating all these people, and they turn into lies and deception. So you duck once with Kazuya and he eats this. So I have to use Kazuya now, because your favorite moronic European, you know what I mean, that can't seem to train properly. Your favorite moronic European that plays this game, right? That he also spreads lies. And you know what I mean? The lights here is getting out of control now. You know what I mean? So that's just if the law commits. If he commits, and I don't even use Kazuya. You know what I mean? So that's what Exhibit C, right? Let's test. Let's see number 4, Exhibit D. Let's keep going and test these lows. Wow. That's the softest. That's one of the softest I've seen. That's down 1 without committing. Down 1. Wow. Down 1. -12. Down back 3 is negative. Yeah, I had to correct him live when he said that. I said, my friend, down back 3 is -13. You're a champion. In my mind, I was like, you're a champion. You didn't know that? You are champion. You've won several championships. And you said down back 3 is safe? He said that. I had to correct him live. And I don't want to list his name, because of the insanity that is the Tekken fan base. See, this is the down 1. This is the law just trying to test the waters with down 1. It's -12. It's not safe. He gets hit hard. This is not safe. It's just a small touch, by the way. It gets better. Let's go to the next list. Because you have to do this now, because there's a lot of fuckery out there with people dishing out but human beings are like that. Human beings have always been like that. They exist with lies, and they like to dish out information. Whether you're working at your job, you have people who lie on your name. Whether you're in the military, I'm in the military. I got military guys that lie on me too. In my job, I work in a courthouse. They got people in there that lie in the courthouse. It doesn't matter where you are. Your mechanic can lie. Even your doctor can lie. It's human nature. They like to lie. So sometimes you have to do things like this to even the playing field. You know what I mean? The ancient people, sages, used to say that people are like automatons. They don't think. They go with whatever is popular at the time and they follow it. So if you don't have facts, someone who's popular can lie and you will believe it just because he's popular. So I'm just here to offer some counterweight, you know what I mean, to balance the playing field. Stop lying. All right, let's see what's the next one that I listed here. Oh, this one, the speed is what? It's 18 on speed. This is 18 speed, right? Now this is a hard low because it's +7. It's a very good low because he gets a lot of plus, but it's not safe. And I know the negatives. It's -13. Some people believe this should be launch punishable because it's heavy plus on sidestep, on hit. It's heavy plus. But the tell is the sidestep. When you see him sidestep all the time. But even if it was launch punishable, I wouldn't give a shit because I would still use it to kill you. At 18 frames, it's seeable. I mean, it's unseeable at 18 frames, right? But if they made it punishable, I'm still gonna use it. I'm gonna find a way to use it and beat you. If it gets nerfed down to punishable, but it's -13. Kazuya can launch it. I have to use Kazuya here just in case the European guy that you worship, he uses Kazuya. So I'm just trying to show him how to launch the move, right? Kazuya can launch that. Most players will not launch it. This Mishima will launch it. Kazuya can launch it. Right? The European guy can launch that. He can launch it. So I have to use him now because he's strictly a defensive character. If you did that against a martial law player, he will knock you down with War Rising 1, 2, the Dragon Knuckles. Kazuya can launch this. People say it should be launch punishable by every character, but I know Kazuya can. It's not safe. Other characters get a knockdown. Kazuya gets a launcher. So we finished number 5. Let's test. No, down 3-2. The sidestep. I don't think Law can launch it because with down 2-3. Because down 2-3 has to be on counter, right? Yeah, you gotta catch it on counter. So which exhibit did I select here? Okay, still the same one. Let's turn this exhibit off. And let's test the next one. What is the next low we have here? This one. Wow, it's such a soft touch. You see, it barely takes anything. Look at it. It takes, how many points did it take from me? Very soft. Very soft. You would think Law would recover. You would think he would recover. It's so soft, you see? Nothing is there. Someone always launches forward 1. The down 2-3, it would have to be on counter. But you would think the Law should recover here. I mean, I put all the lows here, all of it. Even the most useless lows I put up here. Because I want to show people, even down to the championship level, champions still don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to this game. Champions. Let Kazuya duck. -15. Incredible. That low is -15. That's soft touch. You see this? It's -15. I will. That low, you see that low? It's -15. A lot of characters can launch that. -15. To touch somebody like that, just to see what's going on, if they block that shit, you're finished. It's -15. I am showing you all the lows. None of them are safe. None. Do you see why sometimes I can be very insulting to people? Do you see? Because I despise ignorance. I hate it. In as much as I act ratchet sometimes, right? Don't get it confused with ignorance. Ratchetness is an attitude problem. It's an attitude adjustment. But I am not fucking ignorant. Believe me. I despise ignorance and I despise lies. That a small touch, you would think he should recover. He doesn't. He gets clocked. When you block that, he's finished. That's what. Yeah, move used by all players, even down to the. That's lower number 7, used by most or if not all characters. Let's try No, that was number 6. Let's try number 7. What other lows did I record here? Just to make some of these, just because the guy's a pro player, he's not above reproach. Do you understand? That's a popularity thing. Think for yourself. Examine your character. Look at your character. Research your own character. Don't let these people out here that are making content lie to you. They're going strong based off popularity, right? Not all of them have common sense. Many of them don't have common sense. Let's test. What's the next one I recorded here? The slide. Oh, wow. I'm not a Kazuya player. What do I do? I'm not a Kazuya player. What do I do? Let's test it. I'm not a Kazuya player. What happened? I'm not... You know what I mean? Can you imagine me being a Kazuya player? What happened? The slide. The slide is broken. The slide is broken. That's me not... What happened? And you're right, Y Rising 2. I tend to punch the slide with Y Rising 4. This is a launcher. This is a launcher. The slide. He gets launched for it. This is all his lows, the great lows that he uses. Alright, Law. The slide. The godlike slide. I make it godlike because I learned how to do the E slide. I do that move dick to dick. If you know how to do dick to dick, it's considered unseeable, but you get one nunchuck for it, right? But if they block it, you're getting launched. The slide. Let's see that one more time. Let's see what the slide can do. We're not even Kazuya players. Wow. The slide. That's low number 7. And somebody told me he has safe lows. I call it the banana instinct. The banana instincts, yeah. It used to be called the E slide back in the day. Electric slide, just like the Mishima electrics. Let's see, what do I have here as low number 8? This 8 lows. I showed you 8 lows. Let's see, what do we have here as low number 8? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Can we sidestep right duck that? Let's sidestep right duck. Oh. Negative 13. What, Kazuya, what happened? It's a launcher for the Mishima. It's a Mishima launcher. Shift forward. It's a Mishima launcher when he gets right. That it's considered I-20. It's considered a seeable low. This low. I tend to try to set it up with mids. It's a launcher for Kazuya. Let's see the number. It's negative 13. Best low is down forward. You're talking about banana peel. Best low. Yeah, banana peel is considered unseeable. Let's test, and not all his lows are listed there, right? I listed 8 lows and counting. I'm still counting lows. Oh, I made a mistake. Beautiful move. Launch it. Kazuya, the Mishima can launch it. Try it again. Down. Come on, let's test. Let's go beyond 8 lows. Yeah? Let's go beyond it. Banana peel. Such a famous low. Great low. It's considered unseeable. 18 frames. 18. I-18. Kazuya, what do you have for that? Mishima, what do you have? Negative 15. It's every character can launch it. Negative 15. This is why you don't fucking listen to pros. This is why it's negative 15. The move that I did, you saw me use this move a lot. I am using a negative 15 low because I know where to time it. Every character in Tekken can launch this low. Negative 15. And I use this low. It's unseeable. But if they happen to guess right, I'm dead. I use it in a way where these guys never guess right. Only because of my timing. I pay attention to the timing. I don't spam this low. I don't spam it. When I use it, it's at very specific moments. Because I don't want these guys to kill me for it. But you can see the low's negative 15. You see, I went beyond 8, 9 lows. I went beyond 8, 9 lows. And counting. If you know any other low, you could... Oh. I could... Okay. It's unseeable, yes. It's unseeable. They would have to guess duck it. That's why it doesn't launch. It's just a small poke. It's considered a small poke. You know what I mean? Look at how much. It's unseeable. That's why it takes... The balance is it doesn't take too much life. It doesn't launch. It's just a small touch. It's a small touch. It's a poke. So a poke like that, you're not supposed to see it. But if you block it, great range, yeah. If you block it, it's like Lee's down 3. But Lee's down 3 is a launcher. This doesn't launch. On counter, it causes a knockdown. It causes a knockdown. It doesn't launch. Lee's down 3, it's unseeable and it launches. You see the difference? So when somebody's talking, pay attention. We both have unseeable lows. Only one of us, ours launch. No. The banana peel has never been a launcher. You know what I mean? I can put Kazuyo on counter, right? So that he can eat. Let me see if I can put him on counter. It doesn't launch. Does it? Opponent. Let's see. Player rage. Player counter. Opponent counter. Okay, let me put them both on counter here. Let's see. Yeah, you see, it causes the knockdown. There's a knockdown here. See? Which you can do a follow-up or nunchuck follow-up or something else. It doesn't launch. Yeah, it causes a knockdown. See? So we've gone what? Is that what, 9 lows? And this is actually a bonus question. What other lows can you guys think about? After every low I've displayed, I can guarantee you some of you guys may not know what are the lows I'm missing. I'm missing lows now. I am. But I tell you what, if you can guess a low that I'm thinking about, that I haven't mentioned, I could cash app you some money. If you put your cash app in there, I could cash app you some money. That's how crazy I can get, right? But I have listed lows here, but some of you may not remember or know the low that I'm thinking about. Oh, and guess what? Down 4. I already mentioned down 4. I mentioned down 4 already. Banana peel. I've mentioned banana. I just mentioned banana peel. You see? No, that's not the law I'm thinking about. We all know Dragon Tail. No, Dragon Tail. No, it's not Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail, that's obvious. You're gonna kill that all day. Face back. Yes. No, not the stump. Face back. Face back. When law turns around, right? You get half points for that. When law turns around, when law turns around, you see this? This is as soft as you cannot get any softer than this. Let's see what does Kazuya Mishima, show me what's going on there. What happened? Oh, he wished the first part, right? He wished that. He wished it. Every character can launch that. But because he has that range, Kazuya has that range here, he won't launch it. You get half points on me. Half. And yeah. Down 4. That's down 3, right? Let's try down 4. What is going on in down 4? A useless low, if you ask me. It was a launcher in T7, that's right. What is it saying? Negative 13. Kazuya, what can you do? Useless low. All right. Put your Cash App in the chat, and I'll see if I can send you. I'll send you $10. Maybe even 20 if I feel froggy. Feel free to put your Cash App in there, and I'll put something in there. Kazuya will launch it. All right. Now we didn't test. Okay, you know, Soldier. To be fair, right? Put your Cash App in there too. You said the Dragon Stomp. Let's go beyond. Let's test the Dragon Stomp. You needed 20? All right, put your Cash App in there. I'll send you 20. Let's test. This is the Dragon Stomp. Let's try that again. What does Kazuya have? Oh my God, negative 24. Oh. Y'all both put your Cash App in there. I'll send y'all some. If you want. I'm not rich. I do. Nah, you're not paying me back. You know, that's just that's, I'm not gonna jive you, bro. That's negative 24. Wait, actually, hold on, bro. You see that it actually said, wait, am I bugging? Okay, negative 24. Soldier, is that an I? Soldier IUA. Is that an I or L? I was gonna say stump, but then nah, I'm not an E6. No, oh yeah, in the airplane no, I'm not an E6, brother. I gave up the rank. I gave up that rank when I joined the Air Force. Negative 24. So what happened? Let me check my Cash App real quick. We literally just went through damn near every low. Let me see my Cash App. I'm just gonna find you my Cash App. Send me the code, bitch. Damn. The code was, wait. You know, I haven't used, I gotta log into my Cash App first, right? Why is it asking me to, oh, use email? All right, good. All right, so it sent it to my email, the code. So once I log in here, hopefully, okay, there we go. The code was sent. My Cash App is trying to embarrass me on TV. Okay, let's see, soldier. Let me see if I can find you. You said your Cash App was $soldier IUA. That's an IUA, right? $. IUA. Can I find you? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Hold on, bro. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Tweaking. So let's say we go to search $soldier IU. Hey, soldier, you're the one that says, are you hold on, bro. Are you Derek? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not bugging. Yeah, I switched branch. You know, I started in the army, right? Yeah, Derek. When you switch over, when I switched to the Air Force, you know, the drama, you know, that drama came up. But you're Derek, right? You got a cat face in here. Let me know when you get it, all right, bro? Should have added one more. You need to verify. Damn, is that how bad I haven't used my Cash App? All right, I'm verifying all my shit. 1 second. Because I usually use Zelle these days. It should work once the verification goes through. Let me know when you. Yeah, I usually use Zelle, but you know, that might be too personal, right? So I sent it. Let me know if you got it. Sometimes you gotta let money go. Sometimes, don't. It's like currency. Money flows like currency. If you're kind to people, but yeah, hopefully it went through. I don't, I followed the instructions to the letter. You got it? Nice, bro. Maybe I should start doing this, acting like doo doo doo. What do you call it? Those law questions. If you answer it, I send you something. You know, Chime is good. Ahmed, you didn't put yours. I guess you. Never. Well, Ahmed didn't put his. But so you can see, right? We literally went through uh, all the lows. The divorce had to. Damn, bro, that's crazy. 2 grand had to. Yeah. Yo, that's fucked up, yo. Girls, and you know they run Tekken too. These girls. Not only do they run Tekken, they run. Who runs the world, right? Bullshit. But yeah, we literally went through all of Law's lows, all of it, and I might be even missing one. If not for Ahmed and Soldier, I would have no. Actually, with the stomp, I missed the dragon stomp. I missed it. Right? So I had to make this video because, bro, this shit is getting out of hand. This Law shit. I was inside the live stream of a champion. A champion. Telling his subscribers that Law has safe lows. Safe lows. How many lows did we just go through? Like 13, 14, 15 of them. None of them are safe. None. None of his lows were safe. From -11 to -15. All the way up to negative what? What's that? 2024 or some shit like that? That's your Tekken community. Right there. So if you ever ask me why do I get angry when you know yeah, up for yeah, you see you're trying to get lucky now. Up forward 1-3. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Let's check that out. What is that number? -13. Beautiful shit. It's considered hard to see too. But when you 1-1-1. Honestly, I never really liked 1-1-1. I never really liked 1-1. I always preferred the 4-4-3. I like the close range. See? Even that next, how many lows? What other lows are we missing here? Are we missing lows here? Literally gone through all his lows. And you can go back. I just think they need to change down back 3 back to 12 frames. You mean you want down back 3 to be negative 12? Do you think it would be safe if you use it if the opponent down near the wall like twice? 10 string. I don't use up forward 4-3. What do you mean by 10 string? I just think they need to change down back 3 back to 12 frames. Negative down back 3 being 12 frames would be probably too cheap. You know, it's already fucked up already because Kazuya can launch it. You know what I mean? What they need to do is make this move I-14 because it's a launcher. This is a launcher. The only drawback is it has short range. That's the drawback. That's how they used to balance it. But this shit being a launching 13 frame, that's fucking insane, right? Because it launches, it should be I-14. But if you argue that Kazuya was, oh yeah, nah, it's short range, bro. First hits of the 10 string. Oh, yeah. The first hit of the 10 string. Let's check that out. Eddie got one too. That's a string. And this string you have to parry it. Hold on, let's do only 2. Let's do 2. Let's do 2. Oh my! Did you see that number? I'll show you something magical. That's a punish. Negative 16. This character has no safe lows. None whatsoever. None of his lows are safe. None. For you experts out there, champions, tournament winners, none of his lows are safe. You stupid fuck. Law has no safe fucking lows. I'm fucking go off on you pieces of shit Tekken players out there. There are no safe lows with this character. None. There is no one that can beat me in a debate against this character. Law is an A/A+ character. This character is not S+. This character is not S tier. You moronic fucks out there. This character is not S. He is A. A or A fucking plus. This is my main character. I know my character. You fucking morons that like to lie so much. From Europe to United States to Asia. This character is A/A+ character. If you put him in a math class, he will always get an A+. He will not get S. He is way too fucking unsafe to get S. Every fucking low is punishable. All of them. All his fucking lows. You take your pick. I will tell you the numbers. None of it is safe. None. You fucking morons that like to lie so much and feed your subscribers and your fans all kinds of fucking lies against this character who represents a dead man. The person he represents is dead and legendary. He is a legend. That's why I use him. You fucking bastards. That's why Ninja Killer depends on down 3-4. Yeah, and you said down 3-4. Even that's not even, you know. I think I displayed that already. Down 3-4. This is unsafe. This touch. I already displayed it, including this. This is not safe. Down 4. Oh, you said down 4-3. This is not safe. I already displayed it. Right? It's not safe. Negative, you see? No. Down 4, then 3. That's even worse. 4, then 3. You say 4, then 3. What do you mean 4, then 3? You're talking about down 4, right? You're talking about down 4? Because if Law finishes it and they guess right, he's in trouble. He's at like negative 20 something, if I remember correctly. See? He's negative 26. You see that? If he goes through with it. Thanks, bro. I don't use this character because I'm trying to defeat the whole world. He's in trouble, huge trouble if he I don't use this character because I'm trying to, you know, I'm not Ash, dude. I don't look like, I don't even have his, what? The fuck do I look like using a broad? It says that the guy, you know when they came after him for using steroids, you know what I mean? What is it on hit? Let's test it. It's 0 on hit. It's 0. 0 on hit, which means y'all could trade. It's not an advantage. You have to be fast. You gotta be quick because he can hit you back. It's 0 on hit. You see? All these guys out there are talking about Law. And I'm only going off now because I just so happened to be in the stream and I was, oh shit, trying to learn fundamentals. And the man started going in on Law. I was like, what the if he was going in, I was like, okay, he's going in. But he's going in while lying. And his fans are eating that shit up. Like supper. I'm like, this guy's lying. He's lying. Now, it's either he's willfully lying or he made an error. Both answers are troublesome because you're champion. You've been champion several times, and even you are dishing out false information. If you at your caliber dishing out false information, what the fuck do you think everybody else who isn't the champion? What the fuck do you think they're saying? Everybody has a YouTube page, and 90% of them are liars. This character is not Lydia. Law is not Lydia. Law is not Lydia. He's not even Lily, bro. This motherfucker is not Asuka. I didn't even mention June. You got a moron. They got several morons in Europe. Several of them. Something Heart or whatever. Running around with June to complain about Law. What the fuck is about this character who represents a dead man? What is it about him that you hate so fucking much? That he's doing to you that you can't seem to overcome? What's the problem? Is it how easy his moves are? Or are you just getting knocked out? Is it Ninja Killer doing it? Because I don't understand this shit. It wasn't this bad until Ninja Killer got on the scene. It wasn't this bad. Law has been there since Tekken 1. What the fuck is this character doing that everybody went crazy? Oh, they changed him in Tekken 8. Yeah, they made his move easy in Tekken 8. He's not Lydia. Law is not Lydia. His moves are easier. But he's not Lydia, bro. He's not Ling Xiaoyu. What the fuck is the problem? What is the problem? Holy shit. Hold on, bro. is this crybaby shit? I'm literally perplexed. I'm confused. Law is good. You know what I'm saying? I can never see. You see, like just like I mentioned many times. You see, I don't need this stuff. This is new. I worked fine with this. I really didn't need this. This is they gave it to him because they don't want him to lose his turn constantly. You know, anytime he does this, he's lost his turn. He's -7. And I have to use a defensive maneuver like this. Exactly. June can shoot you from across. She can shoot you from downrange. She has a rocket. You know what I mean? From her body, she just that laser beam from downrange, right? And people are crying. What is it about this character? This move is -13. What the fuck is it about this character that you hate so much? This move was used to replace his Magic 4 that he lost. He lost his Magic 4 because in the old Tekken, if you walked in blindly, stupidly. Player counter. In the old Tekken, right? What I used to do in the old Tekken when people ran up to me blindly, I used my Magic 4. It didn't always, especially when Mishimas came with that uppercut. Sometimes we would trade, right? It worked. I used it to fight Mishima and Gunjack. Gunjack had a lot of reach, so I would use this to compensate because these guys would. Kamehameha, yeah. Right? Now, not only did they nerf Magic 4s across the board, you have to commit. They gave Law double jeopardy. Double. Most people now, you have to commit. Law's version is 13 frames now. It's 13 frames. This is 13 frames. When he actually trained Lee Cha-Long, Lee Cha-Long's version remained 11 frames. Ours went down to 13. What the fuck are you guys talking about, son? This is why they gave him this. That move is to compensate for this that he lost. This is the new Magic 4. So when Law does this to you, and you stupidly wake up, you will eat this. This move is for those people who do not like to think. This move. This move is for scrubbers. This move. You don't have the right to run up on Law. It's not your right. Especially if he knocks you down. If this character knocks you down, you don't have that right. You don't have the right. This right here, this is all Law. You make the wrong move, you're dead. Like I always tell people, when someone knocks you down, you stand up, wake up, and assess the situation. So you don't get hurt. But if you stand up, wake up, and you believe you're supposed to get something over him, right? You deserve it. You see this shit? That shit hits fucking hard. It's to remind you, have respect for your opponent. You hit the canvas, right? Have some decency. You gotta, Lord, he's on your case now. He's on you. That dude is on you. Don't wake up doing stupid shit. That's why that stuff is there. Oh, and guess what? You can sidestep the nunchucks. You can. In heat, it's hard. But when you see a Law running up to you to do this, you can walk that move. Don't think you can escape it. This move is catching you on counter because you're retarded as fuck. That's why it's catching you. You don't have the right. When Law does this to you, this is not you. Right there, it's not yours. It has nothing to do with you. All that shit right there, that shit is all Law. Because I guarantee you, I will pull the trigger quick as shit. Like when I do this to you and I run up to you, I'm going to pull the trigger. So whatever the fuck you're doing at that time, I will cane you for it. You wake up, when you get hit, you wake up, stand up, and assess the situation. And get out the way. That's how defensive play is done. Don't be stupid. Yeah, I started to notice that. Hold on, let me read that. That's to roll more when I'm on the ground with Law. That's a good, yeah. I've been doing that roll into this. You see this move? I've been doing this move since Tekken Tag 1. I'm showing my age now. I've been doing, because I'm an old school Tekken player. That's how I was trained to do that. by asking questions and by watching and learning. When people hit you down, don't be so egotistical that you want to stand up and just roll to the side. Remember, Jin Kazama can follow you now. That's not foolproof. There's a lot of fuckery with all these characters that are following you, even after you go off. But I can guarantee you alleviate. Sometimes you can roll and wait. You can alleviate some kind of pressure, some amount of, not all the pressure. You can alleviate some pressure, right, by doing it, and then exhausting all your options. If things don't work out, you roll, stand up, do this crazy. There are options, but this, when you wake up, it shouldn't be your go-to move. It should be like a third or fourth option, maybe even second option, right? For me, when I get knocked down, I got knocked down. It's a fair one. He knocked me down. Good, my mistake. I roll over, stand up, and I assess what's going on. This guy just knocked me over. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I would claim, you see this move? I would claim this because I was one of the few ones that complained from season 1 to season 2. This guy has nothing when he turns around, right? And the developers gave him something when he turns around. They gave him this. It's plus, right? So now when Law turns around, right? There's something here. He didn't have anything. I went for 2 fucking seasons complaining. What did you do to this character when he turns around? What did you do? Why did you do it? Why? Right? So the reward was this. They gave him that. I'll take it. It ain't all that because it's high and it's 16. I believe it's 16. Actually, it's 15, 16. Great. But I'll take it. You know what I mean? It's about 5 frames or 6 frames slower than a jab. They can mash you out of it. You need to mix up better. You have to mix this. This is a high. Yeah, it's rudimentary. You know what I mean? They gave him something. I went for 2 seasons asking these people what the fuck did they did to Law when he turns it around. And all this piece of shit content creators are like I had to show them, I had to make videos explaining to these guys that Law is this, Law is that. I'm like, bro, he has no more back turn. For 2 seasons, he couldn't turn around. 2 seasons, bro. This character was useless when he turned around. In season 3, they put something in there. I will claim that. Because I was the only one complaining about that shit. Why the fuck did you do that? You took everything from him when he turned around. Everything. All he had was this. And that's even unsafe. They robbed him blind when he turns around. Completely robbed him. As opposed to how he was in Tekken 7. Let me turn that counter off. I literally had to make a defensive video against the crazy shit. Even down 3 is minus unhit. -4. You're right. I don't know what the fuck is going on this planet where every single fucking Tekken player is attacking Law. Do you have any idea who he represents? A dead man. How legendary this guy was when he was alive. What the fuck is wrong with your son? What is it about Law that's killing you? This dude is not Lydia. He is not Lydia. Yeah, and now it's removed, right? Even I forgot about that. -4 on hit. Down 1, -1 on hit. Because they want you. Law is a great, awesome character. But the fuckery, the message you guys are putting out against him, is like you guys are just, your stupidity level is on an all-time high. Do you expect someone, a Bruce Lee iconic character, to be trash? Do you know what it is to be a mixed martial artist? Do you know what that means? That you mixed all the style? Law even has wrestling moves. Do you know what it is to train yourself to be mixed in real life? If you are a mixed person, they say if you fought in the street with a wrestler, chances are he's going to destroy you because the grappling. As a mixed martial artist, you have to put everything into your soul. Wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu, all of it, boxing, put it in you and use it. That's what Lee was when he was alive. and Law is supposed to be trash? Are you fucking stupid? If anything, he's supposed to be godlike because he mixed everything. Kazuya is one karate style. One karate style with supernatural abilities. That doesn't suffice, bro. Maybe in your if Kazuya didn't have supernatural abilities, he will be mediocre at best. You're just karate. Jin is the same way. You're just karate. Karate is one style. One. As opposed to someone who has all the styles. What the fuck is your problem? Can't you understand? This is mentality here. Bruce Lee was good. He was really good because he mixed everything. He had no style. Every style was his style. That's why Law is good. You fucking morons out there that can't think straight. For me, this is not an Ash thing. I don't want to play Tekken to defeat the whole world. That's why I make these thumbnails. That's why I make these icons. I'm putting out nostalgia. My channel is nostalgia channel. What we grew up with when we were young. That's why I use Law. What's the word that I'm looking for? I never got over the old school days. I was born in the 80s, you know. Pops had all the kung fu movies from the 70s and 80s. All that stuff. Am I supposed to get over it now because I'm older? I loved all that stuff. It's crazy that Bruce Lee is the only real life Tekken character. The other ones, exactly. The only real life true martial arts in this, you see it. Look at his voice. Even his voice will tell you who this character represents. And you hate that dude? Are you fucking insane? He is mixed martial arts. He's the godfather of mixed martial arts. You hate somebody that represents a legend that passed? The one that invented 60, you remember, Tekken is 60 seconds around. Most people don't know that history, that it was Bruce Lee that invented that. When he was trying to preach about his books and they condemned him. And he had to prove live during a session that he can beat anyone that came into the ring with him in 60 seconds. And he did it before 60. You have to watch the movie Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. That was the story. That's a legend story that was told. He did it in 60 seconds. That is why Tekken is 60 seconds per fucking round. I know my history, you stupid fucks out there. I know my history. Law was the person that brought 60 seconds per round in a fight. Because Bruce Lee said in real life, if you are really good, if you're good, you should be able to knock somebody else in 60 seconds. It only takes 60 seconds if you're good. Yeah, I don't think Law is top 3. I think, in my honesty, because for me, you have to touch base with the girls. My defense is the girls, the women, right? You gotta touch base with the women first. Now, how is he's not top? That's what I'm saying. You have to touch base with the women. Season 3, I think he is probably top 12, top 10. From 12 to 10. Maybe top 15, top 10. Around that area. You know what I mean? Because he's good. Law is very good. Top 12, top 10. He is good. Do you understand? He's good. But you have to know how to play Tekken to use him. You have to know Tekken to use him. He is good. Don't get me, he's very good. But that S tier shit, that broken S tier shit that these scums are talking about, that's not true, bro. To put him in top 3, you are ignoring Lydia. You are ignoring Zafina. You are ignoring Lily. My man, you ignoring Brian Fury. You ignoring Dragunov. I just named 5 characters that could take that spot. 5. Did you even look at Ling Jiayu and what that girl can do to you? Do you know what the fuck Link can do in the hands of a crazy Link player? Do you have any idea? And Raja is coming. Raja and Bob. They're coming. You are ignoring all these girls. You ignoring Lily? You ignoring Reina? You ignoring Zafina? You're ignoring Lydia. You're ignoring. You have to get past the girl. I didn't even talk about Anna and what she did in season 2. Kunimitsu, she's coming. Kunimitsu, how is this character top 3 when Kunimitsu is coming? Lydia is there. Zafina is there. Bro, I forgot Anna Williams. What the fuck? Bro, think. Anna is there. Think. To talk about the men in Tekken, to really talk about the men, you have to go through the women first. The women, you gotta talk to the women first. After you deal with the women, when you assess the women, then you talk about the men. Think! Azucena, Anna Williams is fucking insane, bro. Look at the women. Look at them. Let me pick them. Think. Don't respond with your emotion. Fight a good Anna. Fight an Anna that knows what she's doing. Think. Fight Anna and see what she does to you. This character is inhumane, Anna Williams. And what you have to do to defend against her. And Law is better than Anna Williams? Are you fucking insane? You see, this will make me rage out. How can Law be better than Anna? 50-50. 50, bro. Guess for your life. How? I had to go into a drill in season 2. I drilled that fucking bazooka for several days to learn how to duck the second part and launch. And well, guess what? It's still a 50-50. How is Law better than this? How? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Do you see my attitude towards these guys? Do you see? Look at this girl. Crazy motherfuckers out here, man. How can you respond with such emotion? Blind, fuckery, stupid emotion. Look at the girl. To talk about the men in Tekken 8, you must go through the women first. That's how you make a tier list. And I don't make tier lists. I know this. I know what these women are in Tekken 8. I know why people use them. I know this. This is crazy that every content creator that I go to watch is talking about Law and they can't even mention the women. I go to a content creator I watch to learn. I'm watching, I'm learning, I'm taking notes. And this guy just starts spazzing out about Law. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Have you touched the women yet? Have you touched the women? What the fuck is that? What is that shit? What is this crazy shit? I have no Law launchers. None. The DSS, this one that you could barely catch. This one that you have to catch on counter somehow. And then what the fuck is this shit? What is that? How can martial law be better than that? You can't have it any easier than that. There is a reason Ash uses these girls. And why he doesn't use the men in tournaments. Look at Ash, the best Tekken player in the world. Who does he use? Girls! Is the human race so fucking retarded that it refuses to think? And you wonder why the world is so fucked up. Look at the girls first, then talk about the men. Broken sidestep, low launchers, and Law is better? Are you fucking... It is Ninja Killer. It is Ninja Killer doing this. Law is good. He's very good. But better than Anna? Are you crazy? In the hands of a good... Go, take your Law and go fight Ash. Watch him use Nina or Anna Williams on you. And see what you can do. Go fight Ash. One of those pro players that use these girls. Go fight them. You wouldn't last 60 seconds against those guys when they use their girls. Go fight them. Use Law and go fight them. You think this shit is easy? To stand there, you know what I mean? When you see, you know, good Law players blocking, seeing this, they have to, remember, they have to see and block this stuff now. This, oh yeah, Anna Williams is launch punishable. Now lows, yeah, she's launch punishable if she does the lows, but she has mids. And I don't really use them. You see? Those are mix-up mids. Look what Victor is. I didn't even mention. See, I haven't gone past the women yet. I'm still on the women. He plays Kasumi too. You see, what did you mention? You said Anna. These are girls, bro. You see, the lies against Law is so fucking disgusting. Because I was live. I was watching someone's page right now live, and he mentioned to his fans that Law has safe lows. I have so much respect. I can't even mention his name on my stream. That's how much respect I have for him. But the clues are there. If you want to know who I'm talking about, I wouldn't mention his name. The clues are there because I don't want to involve myself in childish beef. If I saw him in person, I would debate him in person and we can exchange ideas. He will lose. If we wanted to debate, he said that stuff. Law safe lows. He said it live, bro. I had to correct him, you know, and I didn't even want to go hard on him because I have respect for him. And I can't say it live. I can't say it in the air because of the drama. In as much I do want to say, it's crazy. He was champion several times. Retired champion. That's as far I will go. So to tell you that even at the championship level, the lies still perpetuate, like they remain perpetuating lies and false information. Even at, so if a champion can be wrong, what the fuck are you doing listening to someone who never been to any tournament? And it's not the fact that they're hard. Yeah, I know you tend to say Ash's ass. I know I've heard you say that many times. He's only launch punishable low, bro. What's his name? Abby Lay. You have to go back. You have to rewind this video. I listed all the lows, a couple of them, and I used Kazuya to. I used Kazuya. The reason why I use Kazuya, because I want to alleviate the stress of that strange European in Europe. That strange European who's always stressing about Law. I want to alleviate his stress and show him that he can use his Kazuya to do something if he had common sense. I don't even want to mention him on my stream. I have mentioned him on my stream. So I want to alleviate. I use Kazuya to you know, illustrate my point because I want to alleviate his stress. He's stressing about Law. Like, I think he's going to get like from gray hair to like I mean, I don't know what color is in the color spectrum. You can't go any crazier than gray. You know, maybe purple hair or some shit like that, right? I want to alleviate his stress level when it comes to Law. So I use Kazuya to show that no matter what lows that Law does, Kazuya can launch at least 90 to 95% of them. That's why I use Kazuya. Now I'm on the women. But so you have to, this is a long video, but you got to rewind it. I listed all the lows. You got to go through them. You could combo. Oh yeah, we did. I missed down 3-3. I missed that. you didn't put your Cash App in there. So the window for me Cash App in you, that has closed. Even I missed the lows. You didn't put your Cash App in there. Let's test down. Let's test. Down 3. -4. Oh my God. -14. Do you know that Kazuya can launch that? This is -14. Kazuya can launch it. Let's go back to that Mishima. Let me alleviate that guy's stress in Europe. Down 3. That soft touch that he has. Let's go here. Kazuya, what are you talking about? Martial law. What I'm talking about here is the reason why this law was buffed a little bit in season 3. Remember, in season 1, Law came into the game nerfed. I know a Law player in England, C. Crizzle. He left, and I spoke to him. I asked him. He made several videos as to why is Law always nerfed. Law came into Tekken 8 nerfed. He lost everything in Tekken 7, everything. And by season 2, he stopped playing Tekken. Say he was done. They kept nerfing Law. Law came into the game of Tekken 8 nerfed. And these pieces of shits are crying for more nerfs. More nerfs. None uses this law though. Alright, let's see something. Wow, -14. Okay, his hand will miss. His Kazuya's hand, this will miss. Right? But you see? Let's do it properly. See? Punish. None of it is safe. See? The trade for being such a hard launcher is the distance. This move doesn't cover a lot of distance, so Kazuya could whiff. That's the trade. For punishing everything, they made it short range. That's how they balanced it. That's what they're telling you. But the Kazuya has to switch through this. Because it's -14. You ain't supposed to be good launches of 15 and up. So if now if I commit, let me see what happens if I commit. I don't think it jails. It's a fast low, of course. See, now law is in trouble. There's a problem here. See? -30. -30. This character doesn't have any safe lows. I'm astonished that a world champion, a Tekken champion, several times said that live. And the clues are there if you know where to look. This guy said it live in the air. I was there. Live. No, Law came into Tekken 8 nerfed. Nerfed. Which I mean, I'm gonna compare to Tekken 7. Yes, Law came into Tekken 8 nerfed. In that we had to figure out the meta. We had to figure out the meta. Now that we figured out the meta, you know what I mean, we can now begin. Law is getting, like, he's a strong character. He was always strong. But compared to Tekken 7, he came into Tekken 8 nerfed. Why? Because the Magic 4 is gone. Magic 4 is 13 frame. When he turns around, there's nothing there. Germs, what's up? When Law turns around, there's nothing there. Season 3, they finally gave him something. Magic 4 is gone. Down back 3, +4. It's now +3. Down back 3 used to be +4. They made it +3. He came into Tekken 8 nerfed. No. Both versions, Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 law, they're awesome. Great law. But what I used to enjoy, when I had you here, what I enjoyed, I can't do this anymore. Not the way I used to do it in Tekken 7. I enjoyed, when Law turned around, I enjoyed it. Pause. I don't have that anymore. I don't have my Magic 4 anymore. Use what, Abby? You understand? Brandon, what do you mean about launching parry? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Even and DSS and safe DSS forward 1, that was a launcher. Well, DSS forward 1 is no longer safe. Hold on, let me switch to law. Let me switch to law real quick. So I can read what you guys are saying. Right? In season 1 it was. In season 1 it was. Right? But what happened in season 2?
Get ready for the next battle.
It was nerfed. Even if DSS was safe in season 1, Law, Law was good in season 1. Don't get me wrong, but he was still nerfed. And they nerfed him again in season 2. And Law is still winning. Do you understand? He was nerfed in season 1. He's still winning. He's nerfed in season 2. He's still winning. Hence, that's why I made it to God of Destruction 1. And so they complained in Tekken 7. They complained in season 1. They complained in season 2. Like, what the fuck is the problem? He said, what about Law's down 1-2? Down 1-2. What was that? What is down 1-2 plus 1 is hit faster? Are you talking about down 1? This is nerfed now. It doesn't launch anymore. Yeah, and that even reminds me, Law's parry. The parry into this, that I used to enjoy. Had this. Tekken 7, he had a really good parry. In Tekken 8, I personally don't think his parry is that good. Why? Because depending on the lag, if you parry someone in this game, and sometimes when you do the input, sometimes they block. You know what I'm saying? Some people would try to do the parry, you know what I'm saying? Try to do that stuff, and sometimes they'll block it when you parry. So I like to parry real quick. I would parry, go into DSS, and I try to pull something out real, because this motherfucker will block that shit. You know what I mean? Depending on the lag on this. But in Tekken 7, you parry, you hit the knuckle, you got it. Yeah, and he takes it hard when it comes to those parries, right? But you see, the thing is, I'm not even talking about all the moves. When I started this video, somebody mentioned that Law has safe lows. That's why I made this video. It's not the his moves or whatever, because I would never say Law is a great character. I always say he's an awesome character. To me, he's A+. That's not why I made this video. Exactly. I made this video because a champion, said that Law has safe lows. He was teaching his subscribers, and he has a lot of them, safe lows. He said down back 3 is safe. A champion said that. That's why I made the video. I didn't make the video to say how, whack Law is or this, and I'm not doing that. And because I know Law is awesome, right? But my argument is this broken S tier shit compared to a lot of characters, Law does. He didn't say safer. He said safe lows. See, you're trying to defend him. He said safe lows, and Law's lows is just as safe or unsafe as any other character out there. Which, if you rewind the video, I made a whole list. I don't want to go through that list again. I made a whole list of all the lows. Some of them -13, some of them -14, some of them -15. Some went up to like -24 or even 36. He has no safe lows. None of his lows are safe. None. None. That's why he's not S tier. He has no safe lows. We went through all of them. Rewind the video. Depends, like Leroy Downback 4 is -15 and -4. That's not, I'm not comparing. You understand? When I made this video, it is to react to the fact that a champion said Law has safe lows. So I can't let him off the hook like that. So even at the championship level, which is my point, even at the championship level of these champions out there that are winning this and winning that, even they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to Law. You don't know what you're talking about. So what did Rip say the last time when I was watching Rip live, because I go to his channel too, and he said, don't listen to these people who aren't Law mains. That's what he said. Don't listen to these people who aren't Law mains. He said that. I didn't say he said it. So even at the championship level, world champions, when they're talking about Law, you cannot listen, bro. You can't. And that's my point. That's the point of this video. If a world champion of several tournaments can make that fucking mistake to fix his face and say that, what the fuck do you think other creators out there, content creators, who hasn't even been smell a tournament, you think they have any integrity when it comes to Law? None. So when it comes to your character, research your own character. Research your own. Learn and research and train. Stop listening to these fucking morons out there with tier lists. Law is top 3. Like I said, you didn't even mention, you have to get past the girls first to put him as top 3, which is why I raged out about 10-15 minutes ago. You didn't even touch the girls, and you mentioned it Law. Rewind the video. You see why I expressed my point. You guys just came in late, right? I'm not downplaying Law, but what I said, a champion. You see, if I mention him now, it becomes dangerous because then the internet Tekken beef war starts, and I don't have time for that dumb shit. See what I'm saying? But the clues are there. Light-skinned fella. You know what I mean? I don't want to give any more clues. You would have to rewind the video, right? Even a champion, probably one of the greatest champions of all time. I used to watch him. One of the greatest champions. I've seen a lot of great champions. Even he got that information wrong. And it would be your friend in Europe that with no brain seems to have a lot of I be late. This isn't about opinion. I'm raging not on you. I'm raging on fact, not on opinion. If someone comes to me and says Law has safe lows, I rage. Do you understand? Not you. Because I know, I use Law. Someone says Law is safe. He said Law is safe and Dragunov. I'm not raging on opinion. I'm raging on fact. This character has no safe lows. That's why I'm raging. Why would you say that? Why would you lie like that? Now, it's either you willfully lying or you just don't know. I'll give you I'll give you a little I'll give him a little leeway because he may not have known, which I'm guessing that's the point. He may not have known. Do you understand? But being a champion, damn near 20,000, how many subscribers do you have? Winning tournaments, and you told your subscribers that this character has safe lows? Are you fucking insane? That's why he's S tier. That's why he's this. That's why he's that. That's why I'm raging. I'm raging because there's so many content creators out there. They're lying on his name, which is natural for human beings. If you, at your job, you know what I mean. Even in the army, I went through that. At your job, in the because I'm in the military and I work in the courthouse. There are liars there. Your mechanic can lie to you. Your doctor can lie to you. It's human nature, right? It's your choice to correct that person. The lies on law, I feel, is getting out of hand. Now this is crazy. Law is S tier because he has safe lows. What the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? Law is S tier because he has safe lows. What? That's why he's S tier? You didn't even say that he's S tier because his DSS is strong. I can give you that. Law has strong DSS. You would have to sidestep rights to alleviate some of the pressure, right? Law is S tier because he has safe lows. What the fuck are you talking about as a champion? What are you talking about, bro? I can't let you get away with that. You have way too many followers to lie like that. Law, you ask me. Now this is my opinion. Law is Law is A/A plus. If you put him in any math class or engineering course, Law will get an A plus. That's his talent. But when you start talking about fucking S, now you said Law is S, bro. There's a problem now because you didn't touch the girls. You see how I'm arguing with you? This is not opinion. You didn't touch the girls to call him S. Lydia, you didn't touch these girls. Law is top 3. If Law is top 3, what happened to the women? Are the women deleted? Law is top 3. What about the women? You didn't touch the girls. That's how I get you. And I said, he said, oh, you're down back 3. I'm like, my man, down back 3 is negative 13. It's negative 13. And then one of his subscribers started to attack me on that. Yeah, the most popular ones, they believe they're untouchable. We're playing a video game here. If you want to be an untouchable, be an engineer. Invent something. Invent a train or anti-gravity device. This is a video game. You ain't shit. No one is shit. This is something we do we enjoy doing this. Okay, okay. It's okay not to know. You see? Which is fine. Even I don't know everything. But I'm just trying to show, I have to tell you guys that even at the championship level, for somebody who has obliterated the whole world in tournaments, even he can make that mistake. So what the fuck are you doing listening to a regular dude out there who has a YouTube page? Compared to this champion, you ain't shit. I've seen who this guy has beaten. Compared to this champion, every other person talking about Law, bro, I can't listen to you, bro. If this champion can get this wrong, I get the fuck out of my face, my nigga. Because compared to him, you ain't shit, bro. That's my point. That's why I made this video. Because if champions and pro players can get it wrong, remember, Nee was the one when he had that beef with Arsenal and Ash. He was downplaying Brian. You know, remember now, Lee is champion. Nee is champion several times over, but he was downplaying Brian Fury. Brian Fury is broken. Nee is champion, great player, but he downplayed Brian. So you know what I'm saying? Just because the guys, those guys, these pros, just because they're talking, and they have so many people following them, use your God-given common sense. Use your common sense. This is about facts and common sense. The girls, you have to get past these girls first if you want to talk about the men. Because I fought Lydia. See? Soldier just said it. I don't care pros this, pro that. They're human. Pros are human just like you and me. They just happen to be doing this as a job. This is their job. And they can't tell me, those motherfuckers can't tell me what a tier list look like. I'm not a professional player. I have been in tournaments when I was younger. I even won a local tournament here in Jersey. Very small. I won $500 in that tournament. I had 560, give or take. A couple of people in there, you know. Back then when I was young, that was good money. You know, I bought all kinds of, you know what I mean? And I wasn't really, you know, good at it. Just, you know, I worked hard, whatever. I went to a couple of locals. I never went to any big ones. I went to a lot of locals. Some in New York, a lot of them in Jersey, you know. Tekken, I enjoy as a gaming hobby. I'm not a professional, right? But you can't, these pros, you can't fucking tell me what you cannot tell me what a tier list is. I'm playing, what's up Ultima, how you doing? I'm playing the game, I'm looking at it. I know what I have to defend against the women. I'm looking at these women. I know what it takes to lab Anna, to lab Zafina, to lab Azucena, to fucking fight Lydia. Then you got that fucking Elisa with chainsaw that you can't even punish. I was watching Soldier play fucking what's her name? The robot live today. It was fucking hilarious. The robot is a joke. You skip these girls and you talk about law? Just came back from practice, awesome. What kind of practice? You talking about Tekken practice or like football practice? You know what I mean? You skip these girls, all these dangerous, crazy women, and you mention law. There's something wrong with you, bro. Literally. I think you have it must be ninja. This must be a Ninja Killer epidemic. Maybe Ninja Killer is basically killing everybody in the United States. It made the whole world crazy. This has to be, Ninja Killer must have caused this problem. Because I don't know, because from what I'm seeing, this is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen one character just blatantly attacked like this. Someone who comes from the same circle as Paul Phoenix, King, like veteran character. I've never seen anything like this. Is out of control. The insanity that comes with the lies, or I should say the ignorance. Every channel you go to, law. If I see someone martial law, what the fuck is your problem? This nigga is old, bro. Law is pushing 50. I've lost to law. And I've beaten many laws. I've lost a lot of laws. I've beaten a lot of laws. But I would not constantly make videos. My man. I know I don't do Twitter. Twitter, you know what I'm saying? That's too much right there, bro. Margo complained about Elisa and Zafina, or you talking about? Yeah, Soldier, I mentioned you. When I was watching your stream, when you were fighting that robot Elisa, it was the most fucking hilarious shit I've ever seen. The fucking character is hopeless. How many videos have you seen me make nerf Elisa? Elisa's all over the place. I don't like, if they're gonna nerf her, they'll nerf her. I don't have time to spend making thousands of videos on Elisa. The whole world knows she, like, that character is a joke. That I understand they're not nerfing Elisa. So now what? I want to play Tekken 8. What I do, I practice. What is Elisa using to kill me? I just go in as Elisa is kicking my ass. Okay, what is this? Is there a negative here? Can I size? That's what I do. Every video people are making, Law did this to me. He's killing me. My head broke. My ass is, oh shit. Yeah, I can't move straight. What the fuck is, Law kicked my face in. He stole my rob. You know, he robbed my money. He stole my lunch money. I can't get gas. I'm fucking retarded. Law did this to me. He's killing me here. He's killing me right. He's killing me left. Law, I mean, what the fuck is your problem, son? This is a Bruce Lee clone, dude. And when you add misinformation, it becomes way worse. Law has safe lows. Whether about pure ignorance or just lies. All right, how long have I been ranting? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I need more practice, you know? Especially anti-character practice. Yeah, Lily's buffed. I know. I saw. Lily is buffed. No one is. Well, you say people are complaining, but I don't see. I'm not on Twitter, so I can't see it, right? But I'm not seeing videos. I'm not seeing videos on people making against Lily. Every time I walk into a random, uh, yeah, I know, right? Content creator, they complain about like law, like it's like, did you get raped by law? Did he steal your lunch money, or what the fuck is the problem? You know, I will do a God 2 run. I will do that later. Most likely in the weekend. I don't know how far I'm going to go, but I will do a God 2 run. Yeah, he's popular and awesome, you know? And I was complaining back about 20 minutes ago. Do you have any idea what that guy represents and what he did when he was alive? You wouldn't even have the UFC if Bruce Lee wasn't alive. If Bruce Lee wasn't alive, you wouldn't have the UFC. You wouldn't. Because back then you had boxing and those point tournaments, those point karate tournaments. You had a lot of those. And some of the full contact kickboxing slash karate tournaments. Bruce Lee was the one that told people to mix the styles. Mix these styles and make it your own. Mix it. Don't be because a style is like a crystallization. You're crystallized in that one style. Don't do that. Human nature doesn't work like that. Even if you practice boxing, you practice all the boxing styles you can find. You be the one best boxer, you know, whether you're Mike Tyson or Harley or whatever, right? Style is a crystallization. There are no styles. And law is supposed to be trash. If anything, he should be God tier. But he's not. Yeah. So this video, yeah, you're S tier. Oh, you're S tier, huh? So this video isn't about, you know, how law sucks. About it is just the complete insanity when it comes to misinformation. Law has safe lows. I'm giving him a lot of respect for not mentioning his name. I happen to like I happen to like him because he has heart when he fights. But that rubbed me the wrong way. And I couldn't really talk too much while I was watching his stream because it would have caused drama. But I was very irritated by that statement. Very irritated. You know what I mean? But I couldn't talk as much. I don't want to go to someone's stream and I made one correction. I was like, hey, down back 3 is negative 13. You got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to go, and he had a piece of shit fan in there that was trying to attack me. When I told him Lois A plus, he would, you know, and I was like, my man, this is opinionated. The tier list can be very opinionated, but he came in the wrong way. You know, I'm like, God damn, I wish this dude was. I could be ratchet on my channel. I can't go too crazy. You know, what I mean, sometimes I'll be ratchet, but not. I have a control of my ratchetness. But when I come to my channel, the ratchetness just comes out. Especially when someone is lying. Yeah, every character is very good. All characters are awesome in this game. They're great. But there's something about law. You know what I mean? I think it has something to do with Ninja Killer. If he's watching this video, I think Ninja Killer has probably set up a storm between him, London D, Double, these laws, or even Go Sing, these laws, this very specific law, especially Ninja Killer, they've caused too much problems with law. I think they need to stop playing Tekken for 6 months, right? So it can reduce. They're killing too many people, and it's causing massive hysteria, massive hate. So specifically, those 4 laws need to stop playing because this hate is out of control. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. People find it very toxic. You might be right. When he's whooping their ass, they can't take it. See, they can't take that. That I used to think. My friend tells me that too. They can't take us. It's like it's unbridled rage. You know what I mean? And it's so insulting. You know? They can't take that stuff. See, it's beautiful when you get fucked up by somebody who looks that pretty. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? And I'm heterosexual. You know what I mean? Like, it's so pretty when he kicks your ass. It just makes these guys crazy. Like, he looks so good kicking your ass, right? It makes these guys crazy. You thought it was the case in Tekken 1? Huh? He's saying water, right? Law makes people crazy when you lose to him because he's so pretty when he's kicking your ass. I know this, and I'm heterosexual, right? There's nothing, when you see a sharp man with a suit and tie, like, oh, hey, you look sharp. Speed, rhythm, everything was beautiful. Ali used to say that about Sugar Ray Robinson. If you watch one of the old clips, he was a pretty, he'll kill you, but he looked good doing it. It gets kind of redundant after a while because it's a lot of nuisance. Some characters are far better in the first two because their game plan is too easy. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. To me, if you ask me, and I'm not downplaying, if someone asks me for a quick opinion, I will answer, first we got to get past the girls. That's me. Ask me, hey, what do you think about law? I said, okay, law is good. Oh, you do think law is not S tier? No. Why? Because we haven't spoken about the women yet. That's my answer. That's not downplaying. That's my brain is working like that. I'm not downplaying him because law is good. To ask me about law, first we have to deal with these women. When we deal with the women first, after every single fucking woman in this game, between Lydia and Alisa, then we can talk about law. First, let's deal with the women. There's more than 7 women in here. More. So top 5 is out the window now. We can't talk about top 5. Right? Now, remember, we're going to a tournament. First to 2 in every tournament. What do you got? You go to a tournament, you fight a crazy Nina Williams or Anna Williams. What do you have, man? Will I recommend? I mean, beginners can. Okay, listen. When it comes to doing Law's moves, this is easy. These things are easy. The only move I would say is hard to do in Law at the best level. I'm not talking about the regular level. It's slide. I have a good level of doing my slide. I had to learn how to use my hands on the controller to use it, right? Law's moves are easy. They're not hard to do. It's not a lot of... In the old Tekken, when the DSS was different, and I was used to the old Tekken, the old DSS, which is what I used to do. It had more power back then, right? The old Law, I don't think newcomers can't. That's why a lot of people are using Law now. A lot of new guys use Law. But the old Law, from Tekken 1 to Tekken 7, you're not going to be using Law like that. Now you gotta know what you're doing. Yeah, you see now when it's lagging, when it lags, the slide becomes annoying, and Tekken 8 always lags. You know what I mean? If I do the slide, I do the regular way. You know, this is slide motion now, right? But when there's lag and I need to force that shit through, I use the other way. I start using my hands. I have to adjust it a certain way, and then I do it, right? I learned how to do the slide like this, and I've gotten hate messages on my PlayStation. They said I'm spamming slide. I do the slide a lot. You're not gonna catch it. Trust me, you won't catch that shit because I do it fast, right? I learned that part of law doing the E slide. That's hard, and it's not easy. You're not gonna be getting the E slide like this now. It takes practice, right? People tell me I get message. Oh, you spam the slide. What the fuck do you think I'm supposed to be doing, nigga? You're over there you're doing electrics like this, and I'm supposed to stand and look at you. You're not blocking when you do electrics. I'll go under that shit. I break your ankles with the slide, and you're gonna send me a message saying that I'm spamming the slide. You're spamming electrics. There's two electrics going on. You got the E punch. I got the E slide. Take your pick. The fuck you doing? Oh, you're spamming the slide. So block that shit. The slide is launch punishable. I'll do it in a way that you're not gonna see that shit coming. Ninja, yeah, Ninja is on crack. I think I mentioned that before. The way his brain is moving, when he used Lord, the way his brain moved, it causes a lot of problems. I don't know who XCC is. Matchup knowledge, right? Yeah. Matchup knowledge, I suffer from matchup knowledge too. Even if I do drills. I suffer a lot from matchup knowledge. He's a Chinese law player. I didn't know that. But I suffer from matchup knowledge also. Yeah, matchup knowledge is because Tekken 8 is broken. It's a broken system. All these strings going left and right, and you have to know it. The other day I was sitting there, I was doing fucking Armor King drills. I was going through Armor King drills. You know what I mean? I went through some Victor drills. I was like, man, my head fucking hurts. I had to put it down a little bit. Armor King. When you go into rank, it's Armor King. You fucking, and I have to go back to do more Armor King drills. The character's crazy. He's all strings, hand strings that you have to see. Nah, you made it to God 4 because you exhibit. You first of all, you're not mashing. So there's patience there. You know what I mean? With knowledge, patience, and perseverance. Knowledge, patience, and perseverance, which most Tekken players don't have. They have no fucking patience. All they want to do is mash. So if you have all three, you can make it. Law players tend to get locked into only offense when this version of Law has crazy good with punish. Shit. Everybody mashes. There are times when I mash, especially the down 2-3. You know what I mean? I tend to time. Actually, I'm at like a 90% kill rate with down 2-3 because I don't use that move every time, but when I do use it, I'm going to kill you because I'll do it at a time where you're very comfortable. So I'm like a 90% kill rate with that move. Because I barely use it, but when I do use it, you're gonna feel that shit. You're gonna feel it. So yeah, man, just, like, go back and watch the video. You know what I mean? I had to go off, bro. This shit made me crazy. You know? So that's what this video is about. A little counterbalance, man. Again, Law is not Lydia. Law is not Anna. Law is not Alisa. Those are three women. Now, to me, the top three is gone. He's not Lydia. He's not Anna. He's not Alisa. Top three. What other women? There is no Nina Williams. Law is not Nina Williams. Top four. Ling Xiaoyu is a problem. You have Reina. There's Zafina. Azucena. There's 8 girls. I just met Ashika Makaza. That's 9, bro. 9 fucking women. What's the 10th girl in this game? Asuka is easy to use, brain dead, moronic, broken character. What's the last girl? Then the new girl from Madagascar. You see all that witch shit, like she's doing all this shit even Athena herself can't do. Mary Zoe from Alaska. 10 fucking girls, bro, that can kill you like that. Any person who buys Tekken 8 and goes into rank, I want to use law, you know what I mean? You run into these 10 women. 10 women, bro. They will rape you before you even blink. Those girls. Any newcomer that comes in there and they want to fight this, I want to try my luck in rank. There are girls there. As a new Tekken player, there are girls in rank, son. It's not men, girls. 90% of my opponents that I fight when I turn on rank is girls. Girls. There are 10 girls you have to go through, bro, as a Tekken player. 10 fucking girls. As a new Tekken player, you using law, and you think you're gonna... After these girls, you have Lars. You have Claudio. There's this old piece of shit in front of me, Heihachi, with his install. There's 3 men. 3 men, bro. Heihachi. Bro, I forgot Jun Kazama. 11 girls. And Law is top 3. What the fuck is wrong with your son? Dragunov. You see? For me, if you ask me, what's my opinion? I will tell you, first list the women. After we've listed the women and we've sorted that out, then we can maybe discuss the men. And then Law will pop out. Remember, Law and Lee, they're palette swaps. Lee was a palette swap for Law. They might take the same skill level. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the women first. 11 women. Jun Kazama with her fireballs. Let's list the women. Then we talk about the men. How am I not being honest? How is that not honest? I'm a new Tekken player. Imagine if I'm a new Tekken player. I'm just walking into the scene. I go into rank. There are 11 girls I have to deal with here. 11 psychotic, crazy fucking girls that I have to deal with and fight. 12 to 11 girls. The top 10 list is already gone after these girls. And you telling me that Law is better than these 12 women? 12 women and Law is in front of them. Are you fucking crazy, dude? How dishonest can you get? Now it becomes stupidity and opinions. Pick any random person on the street who wants to get into Tekken for the first time. There are 12 girls that you have to deal with. 12 fucking girls, bro. And you think Law will... Come on, man. I'm not downplaying. This is just how I feel. I'm looking at these girls. What the fuck? There are 12 women in Tekken that can kill you like this. If you blink, you're dead. 12 girls. Like, and each one of them can just own you like that. Blink. Don't pay attention. Blink. Against these girls in Tekken 8? Get serious. This is the longest rant I've ever been on, but it had to be said. Especially when I sat there to take notes on that live stream and I couldn't believe what the fuck I was hearing. I couldn't believe it. Down to champions. Even champions get facts wrong. Champions. Go figure, right? Alright, I'm not streaming Tekken today. If I am gonna stream, it would be Resident Evil, alright? Y'all come and watch me go crazy on that one. I hope you guys enjoy this rant and this open. Now, if any of you guys have something to say, you can say before I close the stream out, you know, whatever, or like and subscribe, you know. But for this tier list shit, if you think about a tier list, look at the women first. Yeah, who's streaming next? Okami, you're supposed to be streaming. You're not streaming. Can you read your what? Okami, you're supposed to be doing a God 2 run. Where is Germs? And Germs 2. Oh, your comments? Well, yeah, I could read your comment. Once I shut down, then what did you ask me? Oh, can you read my? I don't see your comments. You might have to ask me again or something. He asked you something. I don't know who asked me something. All right, man. So, you know, I'm just happy the devs aren't listening to a lot of these crybabies out here. Law would have been, what I mean, destroyed. I'm happy he asked, would you consider yourself me? I'm not a pro, man. A pro is somebody that gets paid to play this game. I play this game because it's fun for me. You know what I mean? Like for me, for me it's nostalgia. The whole Bruce Lee thing. I make these videos to make people feel good. You know what I mean? And you know, increase your followers in YouTube. I don't have time to be trapped. Not to mention the military doesn't give me time to be professional. By the time this tournaments come, I gotta either go to drill or fucking deployment. That's why what's his name? Um, Once my contract ends, I'm not really signing new. I'm tired. All right, I'm done with the military. Like I'm winding down now. I don't have time to be deployed no more. I'm generally tired of the military. Right? I can't. I'm not realistic. I'm done. But if there was a local tournament nearby, there is one in New York. I used to go to the Next Level Arcade. Most people may not know that, but I don't go there anymore. A long time ago, I was going. I would pop in every so often and play a little bit. But in New Jersey, there was another one. It was called Eight on the Break. When we were young, I don't do that stuff anymore. Eight on the Break. I used to go to that one. Yeah, you yap for a bit, and then you know, there was a one local one close to my mom's house. They closed. A pro is some. Well, I couldn't go back on my words there. That was a good guess. That is gas money. $20 these days. $20 is good gas money. Maybe next time I'll do something like that again. I'll be acting like what do you call that? Raffle tickets. If you guess this with law, I'll put it in your cash app. I'll send you something. McDonald's money. Yeah. Yeah. $20 on gas money that will last a week. Gas is fucked up right now. You see what's going on in the world? Wait, I'm about to be out, man, bro. I had to make this video because I was feeling some kind of way, bro. When gas was $1, gas used to be $1. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, a gallon. It was. Damn. This shit is fucked up. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta eat. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Be easy.